It is 47 degrees here in Southern Illinois. You are watching the Southern Illinois channel for Shifty Sunday 25.2023 on your FM dial. And Shifty Sunday starts right now, baby. And hello, everybody. Happy Sunday. This is Shifty Sunday. I'm your host with the most that likes peanut butter and jelly on his toast, Hebro77 here, along with good old lovely co-assistant Amazon Lion. How you doing, Amazon Lion?
Hey, you know me. Try my best to feel groovy, and I'm feeling groovy right now.
Well, I'm glad you're feeling groovy.
Thanks. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling all right. You know, I had a 30-minute something nap earlier. I laid down. It was like, what, 5? Yeah, about 5 o'clock. Woke up at 6:30. Went, oh, I better get the show ready.
Well, I've been going.
Yeah, like an Energizer bunny.
Yeah, and now I get to finally pop a squat.
Well, that's always good for the show. Let's see who our participants are for tonight. So far, we have Eddie Von Keen, who is having fun at my expense when I get.
I see that.
Yeah. Well, hey.
He was lost and now he's found.
As far as these people know, he really is dead. They don't know. He's dead from the show, at least.
Right.
Hey, we all make mistakes. Besides, I didn't say he was dead. I said,
No.
I said maybe he is dead. I don't know. It was a question.
Where are you?
Saggy Dooby Doo, where are you? But hey, everybody, we got a lot of stuff.
Well, hey now, you did not even ask me
what
I like on my toast.
Oh, well, what do you like on your toast?
Well, of course I would have to like memes and creepy critters on my toast.
Okay.
Oh, okay, thank you. Now I feel better.
No, good to hear of it.
So, what's going on with you? Had anything interesting happen this week?
I mean,
on your mind?
Kind of a lot of things, but where do you start? It's we had a nice little ice storm that lasted for a couple days, and
a couple days. It felt like a lifetime.
And as you know, I'm not very graceful on the ice. So I had, anytime we have this.
I found that out.
What now?
I found that out.
Yeah. Anytime we have just a little bit of ice, or heck, even a slippery floor, I'm in trouble. I move around like an old man on the back of a turtle. I mean, I am just like.
Or a kid on a slide.
Yeah. Well, huh?
Or a kid on a slide.
Well, what does that mean?
Like sitting on your bum.
Oh yeah, I slide down hills, and
You
yeah,
should at least let me get a sled.
we will. I'll tell
And
you
I'll
what.
I'll just pull you around.
There you go.
I'll pull you to the from the door to the car.
Yeah, that's what we need for next time. You're right.
Right.
Yeah. But now it's today it was 60 degrees and now it's a nice 47 degrees. Everything has melted away. It's slushy out there and I'm enjoying every minute of it. Let me tell you.
Yeah, I wanted to be out there today, but responsibilities called, having to clean in the house, having to grocery shop in a building, having to be in a car to go to the places. I really didn't get much outside time, but the few minutes I got of it, I was really admiring it. And then the moon came out, and see, that's where I'm at. I'm a moon person.
Yeah,
Moon
I know.
and
You moon,
stars and sky, and I'm just like so in love with it.
yeah, I know you moon me every chance you get. Hey, but, seriously though, you have always been an outdoorsy type person. You were one of those people that like the Pink song, I'm gonna run to the middle of nowhere. How's that song go?
I
Don't
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 know.
don't get me started on songs. Let's not do that today.
I didn't do anything.
But Bob says he wants to see a video of you sledding me to the car.
Okay. I'll have to start making little videos.
Yeah.
I'll go out and buy the cheapest sled I could find and, cheapest thing of rope.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'll start you on the porch though, so you better hang on.
Oh my gosh. With the cheap rope? Oh my goodness. I don't know. My 250-pound ass wouldn't be able to hold a
And
cheap
I'm the one that wears snow boots, but I might have to get cleats next winter.
cleats. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a pair of cleats, like cleat boots.
Mm.
Something that really jabs into the ice. And then I'm gonna take off running off my porch into the yard with you on the sled.
Oh my gosh. I better I better hold on to dear life if it's a
Yeah.
cheap
We'll wrap my couch pillows around you
yeah, yeah,
just
yeah.
in case you
Yeah,
go tumbling.
that's right. Oh my gosh. Well, hey, we have let's see who the participants are. We have Eddie Von King with a wrench, Go-Kart Bob screeching in, Michael Fontaine with three balloons in the rocket ship. Michael Fontaine.
Michael Fontaine.
Michael Fontaine.
Michael Fontaine.
Michael Fontaine. One of these days we're going to get a call center and we're going to get that going.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, we should have people calling in like we used to in the old days.
that'd be cool.
Hmm.
You know what I miss?
What's that?
Pen pals.
Pen pals, write me a letter, make it even better, and send it to Heather.
Yeah, yeah, there you go. That was awesome. I like that. Anything, a thing of stickers or a Christmas card or a letter or just anything. You could even send me a wrapper of the little Christmas crispy things.
Oh, yeah, I can send you you mean the
The little
crispy
foil.
Kringles?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know if you could send the chocolate, but I think you might be able to send the foil part of it. I wonder if
These
yeah, there it is. Yay!
crisp Kringles. Actually, I've been calling them crispy Kringles, but they're just crisp Kringle. But there's more than one Kringle there. That's what gets me. It's almost like a Mandela effect. It never was crispy Kringles, but just crisp Kringle. Speaking of Mandela effects, I kind of ran across a Mandela effect this week.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
I was talking with my mic muted.
Oh, was you?
Yes. I
what,
hate when I do that.
what kind of things were you saying?
Oh, I was really excited about those crisp Kringles. And I
Mm.
was like, buy.
By what?
Who are they by?
Who are they by?
Yep. Buy Palmer's.
Yeah, what is the
Can't
name of
forget,
it?
it's like a commercial ad.
Yeah. Oh, it is Palmer's.
Try crisp Kringles by Palmer.
Making candy fun.
Since, does it have a year?
No, it really doesn't have a year.
Ah,
You would think. Well, hey, here's the commercial, okay? Crisp Kringle, double crisp, chocolatey and smooth, crisp and crunchy candy. Crisp Kringle for your crispy needs. How about that?
Sorry, can't whistle very
Well, thank you very much.
well.
Oh my goodness. 4 and 20 years ago. Yeah, that's funny, Bob. But no, 5 years ago, that's when we started Shifty Sunday. It was about, I think it's been more like 6 years ago. I could be wrong, but
Yeah, and I'm the newbie.
mhm. Eddie Von Keen says, I went to a Dollar General looking for a giant balloon and they didn't have any. Were you gonna use this balloon for spying purposes, huh? Just asking for a friend. Because
Well, when
that
I go in Dollar General, I'm surprised they have any balloons floating.
they would if we were in China. Or as a favorite president of mine once said, China. Because they're in China. They're in China. So what do you think? What do you
I
think?
hear you sipping away on that tea.
Oh yeah. I get extra thirsty when we're doing Shifty Sunday.
Yeah, I'm definitely, like I said before, ADHD. I've got coffee here, soda here, water here, and extra coffee in my to-go cup for when I need another cup of coffee. And it seems that's the way it always is. I don't think any other drinks.
But
It's always the coffee, the water, the soda.
that's what I have, except for the
And
coffee.
it's usually Dr. Pepper or Dr. whatever the heck is the cheapest brand.
Yeah, I remember when we were kids, we used to call it Dr. Pecker.
Oh yeah, that's been a famous one. It's still a famous one.
Mm-hmm. But I got to tell you, we got one heck of a show here tonight. We are going to talk about the spy balloon, by the way. We got a little piece on the Earth's core that's interesting. Of course, we've got funny memes, and we've got your creepy critters. I almost call them crispy critters. I guess that's
Some
that's
might be crispy. Who knows? Depends on the critter.
yeah. If I keep these crispy Kringles any longer, they're going to become creepy critters.
And to some people, crispy critters are a delicacy, depending on the critter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember when chocolate grasshoppers was a thing. Um, People were trying to get other people sold on chocolate grasshoppers, and I was like, no, man, I don't think that's going to catch on. And when you know it, 20 or more years later, look at what they're pushing now. They're actually pushing us eating bugs. So
Yeah. Well, I figured it was going to get there.
there you go. Oh, and we speaking of figuring things are
I
going
mean, I think before it started becoming a real big thing, I'm pretty sure I was talking to you about something along those lines. There cannot possibly be enough stuff on this planet to feed billions of us for this long.
to.
How are things lasting this long?
And who knows? Who knows how long they've been replicating food?
Who,
But
who
here's
knows?
the thing.
You know the thing.
The thing?
Yeah, you know the thing.
You know the thing.
We have a lot of stuff to cover on tonight's Shifty Sunday, and one of those things is, in fact, talking about the future.
Oh, yeah. I just found something I was reading and I found it of interest.
Now, I tell you what, you have a lot of interesting notes there that I noticed a couple days ago, and I said, well, heck, man, why don't we talk about that? Because a lot of people here in the audience love to hear about that stuff.
Well, I usually just keep it to myself. A lot of the things that most people out there like don't think exist.
Mm-hmm.
I think it does.
And I think that a lot of people think the way you think.
Possibly. You never know.
But there was something I was thinking about actually that. Oh yes, the Mandela effect.
Yes. What about it?
I have a Mandela effect. If I'd like to show that first, if I
Oh,
would.
yeah. I would
Uh,
love to.
this one came across me. I was watching something. I think it was like 10 facts you didn't know about Die Hard or something along those lines. And in Die Hard, first of all, let me ask the audience this question. Um, what color shirt do you guys remember Bruce Willis wearing in the very first Die Hard movie? What color shirt do you guys remember him wearing? And I'll give you guys a minute or two.
I wouldn't even begin to know.
I'll give them a minute or two to
The
mull that
audience
over.
for sure.
Huh?
That'd be one for the audience for sure.
Yeah. I bet one of those guys are gonna know. But yellow, come on, fellow. It wasn't yellow. No clue, says Go Kart Bob. But it definitely wasn't yellow, Mr. Eddie Von King. But if that's your real answer, then I'll take that as an answer. Michael Fontaine has no idea either. Okay, well, that's Eddie Von King says green. That's your real answer, I hope. Or Vormax, what color was Bruce Willis's shirt in the first Die Hard movie? Like the shirt that he wore throughout the movie until, I guess, close to the end. And see, that's what Eddie Von Keen is saying. But here's the thing. I have seen this movie throughout my lifetime, and I always thought it was a white wife beater because that's what normally, you'd wear under your clothes, the kind of clothes he was wearing. and he went to change his clothes, but he was like putting on deodorant. He was giving himself a horse bath in the hotel sink, and that's when the shit started going down. He didn't have his shoes on because he was doing that toes, making fist with his toes, and he was wearing the white wife beater, from what I understand. And then all of a sudden, it changed over to green, a green tank top. And when I saw this, I saw a clip of what they were showing. I was like, whoa, wait a minute. Because even the guy mentioned, why did it switch over to green? And the guy was like, well, maybe it's from crawling through the vents and he got dirty and whatever. But that didn't seem like a dirty shirt to me. That seemed like it was colored that way. Like, because if you see a dirty shirt, you're going to see something that still has aspects of white on it, unless he absolutely crawled through coal or oil or something. Even then, it wouldn't have that greenish color to it, I wouldn't think. But here's some pictures of the shirt and how they for some reason changed it in the middle of the movie to a green shirt. Here we go. I got it in Shifty Sunday. And I think this is just bonkers. Like, a lot of people are saying, well, maybe that's because it got dirty. Maybe it was a continuity error. But I have some pictures here, and then I actually have an article. Now, some of these pictures, you see, it does make it look dirty. Like, it does just look like a dirty wife beater. Dirty wife beater.
Well, now.
That sounds funny. But it's weird. Let's see here. There it is. There's the images. Unfortunately, though, I can't make these.
Yeah, I was going to say, I can barely see it, and I'm on the computer here, so.
There we go. Maybe that'll help.
Yeah.
Now, see, here it looks just like a dirty shirt. But I don't know. Let's zoom back out and because he is crawling through the vents and he is getting dirty and sweat and all that. But if you actually sit down and watch the movie or a clip from the movie, it'll actually look just like a green shirt. And I've got an article to back me up, so I'm not just shitting in my mess gear here. We go to the shampoo for the article.
Alrighty.
And I'm going to read this article. What the hell? Oh, boy. Okay. So, here's the article. I'm going to go ahead and get into it and what it's saying. Congratulations. You're about to read an in-depth discussion, which is what we have here on Shifty Sunday, of the world's dirtiest undergarment, John McClane's tank top. Y'all, this tank top goes through the ringer. For reference, check out this shot of McClane at the beginning of the movie. His tank top is blissfully white, perfectly unstained, and this is what it looks like. But in the movie, it seems McClane has found some time to take a fully clothed mud bath during the Nakatomi siege. By the end of the movie, the tank top is so far gone that McClane is actually shirtless, using the tank top as a bandage for his bloody feet. And it goes on to say, this poor tank top's descent into dirtiness parallels John's arc in the movie. The more belligerent our Mr. McLean gets, the grosser his tank top appears. As he shimmies through the ducts, hurls himself out of windows, and shoots bad guys, he's bound to get a stain or 2 or 20. For every lick he takes, the tank top takes 2. Okay. Dang it. Get this off of here. The tank top similarly highlights McLean's vulnerability when Gruber and his henchmen take over John's busy washing up in the bathroom, utterly unprepared for cowboy cop mode. He's half dressed and barefoot. We couldn't call that battle gear. The dirtier his tank top gets, more vulnerable he is in the movie. And finally, he sheds that tank top in his most vulnerable moment of all, when he's hiding out in the bathroom, nursing his bloody feet and pouring his heart out to Al Powell. Fun fact, a while back, Bruce Willis donated the tank top he wore in the movie, or more likely one of many, to the Smithsonian. Now that's some culture worth preserving. So let me see what's next on here. Okay, so nothing about the tank top. But here's the thing. Okay. I could kind of dispend my belief for just a little bit to say that it might get dirty during all of this stuff. But the way they show it there, it's like a green tank top. It's not like a white tank top that's gotten dirty. To me, it just looks like a green tank top, like olive drab or something.
Yeah, I don't know. It could have been used all the way through. Maybe he went through some really yucky stuff.
Now, there is a part of the movie where there's an explosion that he kind of zips away from, and some of the flame might have hit him. So that might have explained it there, but it seems to have gotten that color before even that happened. I guess that was just the final thing that happened. But
if you look in the comments,
mm-hmm.
looks like Michael Fontaine has something typed down there about Bruce.
Yeah, I know. His mentally, he's like Joe Biden right now. With all jokes aside, though, he does have like a brain disorder that's like causing him to just be mentally unfunctional. Like, what do they call that? Cognate decline, I believe it is. And that's why he quit acting. But I don't think it's gotten to the point where he's like a kid or something. I don't think it's gotten quite that bad yet. I don't mean to sound like I'm saying a joke or anything, but it's more like on the Joe Biden level of incompetence.
Right.
Likely. Not that I'm trying to make a joke or anything like that, but that's about like what he's doing, what he's going through right now. But I also have another Mandela effect. With that it's the same, like it comes from Die Hard, so it's the same Die Hard type of Mandela effect, and it comes from let's see who it comes from, but I got it. It's a YouTube video. Where the heck is it? Let's see. I think it's up there. Okay, first one. And this is actually when he's in the duct, one of the vent ducts. So this, let's see. First of all, let's see who it comes from. And let's see. Looks like it comes from. I don't know. This guy. Cinema Puke. Heck of a name. 422 subscribers. So let's give him a shout out, and we'll put a link down in the.
I like how you said it.
What's that?
The name of who made it? Who'd you say it was?
Cinema Puke.
Puke.
Yeah, Cinema Puke. So here's something that he posted on his channel that I kind of agree with. Let's listen. Make sure we're all the way up. Okay.
I always thought he said, "Come to the party, get together, have a few laughs."
And he actually does a pretty good impression there. So let's listen to that one more time.
I always thought he said, "Come to the party, get together, have a few laughs."
That's what I thought he said too. And now I always thought he said, "Come to the party. We'll get together, have a few laughs."
Well, it does kind of sound that way.
But apparently it's this now, something that I can barely even make out what he's saying. And not just because of course the volume doesn't help.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do, was listen
Come to the
for.
party, get together, have a few laughs.
One more time.
I always thought he said, "Come to the party, get together, have a few laughs."
He actually doesn't do a bad impression of him. But yeah, so there is that. I don't know what you guys think, but either way, whatever he's saying there, it doesn't sound right. Yeah, that's true facts, Michael Fontaine. Actually, they caught Al Capone on tax invasion, and he had it wasn't herpes, dude. You can't get a brain disease from herpes. It was syphilis. It was syphilis, but a different kind of syphilis. It was what's that called? Neural. It was neurosyphilis, is what, and that's what he eventually died of. So anyway, yeah, what do you guys think of that Mandela effect, if it is one? Because I tend to think, oh yeah, I need to go ahead and drop that guy's link in the comments. So let's go ahead and do that right quick.
I could not even tell you on that one you just showed, because I obviously haven't watched the movie enough.
Oops. Guess I can't share it that way. Go back into YouTube.
I always thought he said, "Come to the party, get together, have a few laughs."
Okay, so here is the thing here, the link. Hey, there's good old Keith's dad. You know, it's funny. I was just thinking of Keith's dad the other day. There was something going on, and I don't think I said it actually out loud, but in my head, I think I was watching the new Mystery Science Theater 3000 show or something like that, and it kind of made me think of Keith's dad. And there was another thing that happened to me the other day kind of made me think of Keith's dad and some of the things that he would talk about. And actually, I can't remember what it was. Um, but yeah, so welcome, Keith's dad. It might have been when we were doing the What the Dub show. Remember that?
I don't even remember.
Hmm.
But hello, Keith's dad.
Oh, I know what it was. I was watching something on Star Trek, and they were talking about they were showing clips and stuff, and it sounded exactly like what Keith's dad like when me and him would sit and talk about Star Trek, and we would sit and talk about funny moments that would happen on the show, like they would talk about Worf's room would be decorated with all these swords and shit, and they weren't just decorations, but they were actual swords that he used. And he was bringing Alexander in there, and Alexander was just playing with one of his swords, just all willy nilly. It's like it kind of reminds you of Star Wars, where Luke is handing the lightsaber for the first time, and he just seems like he knows what he's doing with it. He just pushes it. It's like he's waving that thing around all willy nilly. Like, what if he was waving that thing around and Obi-Wan decided to walk up to him to say something or something, and all of a sudden, right through the gut. Oh, movie's over, folks. Movie's
Well, I'm
over.
sure that's happened. Maybe they just didn't
we're,
show
not,
that scene.
we're not going to Alderaan. Well, Alderaan's blown up by that time, but yeah. So yeah, but yeah, it's funny things like that. And why doesn't anyone in Star Trek have like comfortable chairs? Like you see Worf's chair when he first walks in.
They're messing with
Walk
you
in,
so bad in the comments.
and it's the parents that walk in, and the first thing you see of Worf, like he's just sitting in a chair, and he's looking in the mirror, and this chair looks like some kind of ancient torturing device. And it's like really funny. Like, God, I understand Klingons don't exactly have comfortable chairs, but can't anyone have a comfortable chair? There was this one chair that Commander Riker was just like laying down on, and it looks like the most uncomfortable chair that you could sleep on. It was awkward shaped. It was almost like a barber chair. I was like, oh yeah, they had some weird tree chairs back in those in the future. But anyway,
Yeah.
yeah,
A massage chair looks very futuristic. The ones where you put your legs in and everything. Oh, I'd love to have one of those.
yeah.
Speaking of,
His dad said he did die. He did die. He entered politics. I'm sorry. Now Follow Fire died, said Go Kart Bob. So now everybody's dying. Okay, good.
well, I don't even know what to say to that.
I don't know what to say, but it seems like we're all going to die pretty soon anyway. Well, we're all going to die anyway.
Go kart Bob. I died and woke up here.
Yeah.
You woke up here. Oh, that's scary.
Oh, that's not good, Eddie Fontaine. Jeez. Oh boy. But anyway, yeah, there's a couple things to talk about. I think we're going to show memes first, though, because these are some very deep, serious topics we're going to get into. And
we have memes?
yeah, we have memes, man.
What do you mean we have memes?
Well, what do you mean? What do I mean we have memes?
What do I mean? What do you mean? What do I mean? What do you mean we have memes?
I mean, we have memes.
Well, let's roll that beautiful meme footage.
let's do that. All right. So here we go. Here are your memes of the week. Please feel free to talk amongst yourselves as I get up the message.
Oh, please do.
I like this music. What's going on here? You just keep sending me the same page. Same page. I got a customer page. You remember those?
What was it?
A customer page.
Yeah. You remember when you sent me that game notice? Well, it's after that the memes start.
Right. What notice?
Of Thug Life.
Oh. There's a cat on the floor. Let's see.
And it says, it's like my mom always said.
Wow, there's a lot of memes here, man. A lot of memes.
What do you mean there's a lot of memes?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of memes. I don't think we're going to get through all these tonight. But we'll try.
Well, what we don't want, save for another time.
Mm-hmm. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and children, well, no children, because this is a non-children channel. Here's your memes. What the hell? That's not the memes. I'll have to do a different present screen. Here we go.
Take 2. There you go.
I'll let you read this since you've already started, and I'm going to refresh my drink while you read it.
It's like my mom always said. What the fuck is wrong with you?
What would help out?
What
It
would?
It would help out if I had a drink dispenser like right next to me.
Oh yeah, that's what I do. I have a backup coffee.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Coffee.
this is definitely me. I ran out of coffee this morning. One seemed a reasonable replacement. Everyone is so pretty today.
Only yours would add, what the hell is wrong with that guy? Is he staring at me?
What's that dude's problem? Sounds like me.
Yeah. Okay, I'll read this one. My 5-year-old students are learning to read. Yesterday, one of them pointed at a picture in the zoo book and said, "Look at this, it's a friggin' elephant." I took a deep breath, then asked, "What did you call it?" "It's a friggin' elephant. It says so in the picture, and so it does. A freaking elephant. African elephant. Hooked on phonics. Ain't it wonderful? Now that's funny. I don't care who you are. They said that wrong.
Yeah, you get it?
Yeah.
It's an African elephant, but a child would see it in a different way, I'm sure. And it's a freaking elephant. I always wonder, why do they put freaking before it?
Sometimes I think I'm reasonably intelligent, and sometimes I click the remote car door lock a second or third time for extra lockiness. Yeah, that's me. I do that.
Sometimes.
I do that till it beeps. After it honks, then I'm just like, okay, it's locked.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
This is definitely me.
There you go.
You know, I come along and I'm trying to be all smiles and nice, you know, and be all at peace, and you know, I'm trying to gentle parent, and then all of a sudden I go from Mr. Rogers to when they act like they didn't hear me, gentle parenting.
Yeah. You go from Mr. Rogers to the Mr. Pip Smack Daddy over here.
Did you not hear what?
Right.
And it goes from there. And then it goes out so nice.
And actually, Mr. Rogers did whoop his kids.
Yeah.
So, spankings were not off the table.
Beware of peeping toms.
Mm-hmm. They're just trying to see some. Never mind. I won't tell that joke. I'll let that go. I'll let the audience figure it out for themselves. That one's too easy. Too easy. Let's move on. I think Billy has an imaginary friend. Is that normal? Sure, I used to have loads of imaginary friends. It's nothing to worry about. He's got an imaginary family.
Yeah, there's really nobody there but him.
Yeah. I think that's me. Is that supposed to be
Yeah.
me? Yeah.
You be sitting there talking to yourself, having several conversations with yourself. I'm like, who are you talking to? You're like, we're talking to me.
We're talking to me. We're talking to me.
I thought I'd add that one for good measure.
That's funny. I'll let you read this one.
You might have to zoom in just like a tiny bit.
I can't.
Oh, you can't?
No.
It says, I am a human. What's it say?
The home for 372 trillion cells.
A part of living nature. Part of the history of the universe. I am the creator of my own life.
Virtual reality.
In his underwear.
That's the
You're
way it
telling me
goes.
that's not true.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere.
May I take your disorder?
Tell me that's not like it is today.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
May I take your disorder?
I wish somebody would.
Yes, I think we have that. This one reminds me of you.
Girls, oh no, I don't have anything to wear. Boys, 2002, 2004, 2007, 2022.
It's the same shirt. You're telling me about the pants.
Mm-hmm.
So when I looked at this shirt, it reminded me of the pants story.
Yeah, I'm probably wearing the same pants I had back in 2007. I don't hardly ever change my wardrobe. You know, it's so funny because I have his action figure.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that the shirt on the action figure is pretty darn close to the shirt he's wearing in all these pictures.
You're gonna have to show it sometime then.
Yeah.
This is kind of weird.
I know you're all wondering what C-3PO would look like with human eyes, so I sorted that all out for you. No, thank you.
I don't know about you, but I never wondered what he would look like with human eyes. Did you?
No, that is nightmare
I don't
fuel.
think that thought ever crossed my mind. But it's just weird.
That is pure nightmare fuel.
Creepy C-3PO.
You know what that reminds me of? You remember Mars Attack?
Yeah, vaguely, yeah.
That's what that kind of reminds me of. The eyes. They're like little aliens with big brains, but they had the big bulgy eyes.
This next one. I googled curiosity killed the cat. I was not disappointed.
Oh. Well, that's 8 lives to live now. How the fuck a computer gonna ask me if I'm a robot? Motherfucker, you a robot?
Yeah, it's like, you a robot. So how you gonna ask me if I'm a robot?
Right. I think we've seen this same meme floating around, but in different ways.
Pictures on it, yeah.
Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah. That's about right.
Yeah. Your call is very important to us. Please enjoy this 40-minute flute solo.
It's usually kind of like the music I'm playing right now. To be honest with you. I like eating nerds because I'm secretly hungry for aquarium gravel, and this takes the edge off. Oh boy.
You know, I kind of liked like the sweet flavored type nerds when I was young, but I don't think I really eat them anymore.
Yeah. Imagine filling your fish tank with nerds.
It'd probably kill your fish.
Well, yeah. The sad thing is, I think there actually is people out there that do eat fish tank gravel. Meanwhile, in Missouri, the House of Representatives has adopted a strict dress code, and women must cover their arms. I have the right to bear arms. Huh. Get it?
Get it? I have the right to bear arms. All the women been complaining. They put, all that together. It's funny. Oh, forward that one. Even though that is supposed to be a baby.
Oh boy.
Yeah, this is one I just wanted you to see. I thought you'd get a kick out of it.
Well, first of all, many questions. Why is the baby shaped like that?
I don't
I
know.
mean,
You know they had to have done that on purpose.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
it doesn't make sense. That looks nothing like a baby.
And second of all, it also looks like a penis.
Yes.
The position of it might, but it actually looks like the guy's got a firecracker for a penis. But thirdly, I've never seen a bathroom sign like the the family bathroom signs they have.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever actually seen them with a baby on them.
I have never seen one at all, ever.
No. Usually just a man and woman. It's family.
So, like, I don't even understand that.
Yeah.
Like, is there bathrooms where they don't allow babies?
The real reason a wizard is never. Oh, he's wearing a watch.
Yeah, he forgot to take his watch off. That's why a wizard is never late.
Huh. Oh boy. Okay.
Yeah, little Johnny is always being teased by the other neighborhood boys for being stupid. Their favorite joke is to offer Johnny his choice between a nickel and a dime. Little Johnny always takes the nickel. One day, after Johnny takes the nickel, a neighbor takes him aside and says, "Johnny, those boys are making fun of you. Don't you know that dime is worth more than a nickel, even though the nickel's bigger?" Johnny grins and says, "Well, if I took the dime, they'd stop doing it. And so far, I've made $20. Smart kid.
Little Johnny's not so dumb after all.
Right?
Whenever I get mad at you, you never seem to get upset. How do you manage to control your temper? I just go and clean the toilet. How does that help? I use your toothbrush. Oh boy.
Right?
Kind of reminds me of the Seinfeld episode.
Oh, yeah, that's so nasty. I would hope somebody would tell me if they dropped my toothbrush anywhere near a toilet.
Yeah.
I'd be like, "Hey, I got extras." This is so my parenting style. My parenting style can best be described as, you can do anything you set your mind to. Oh my God, stop doing that.
Yeah. Right.
To keep your family on their toes, all you have to do is stir your coffee very slowly with a steak knife.
Oh boy.
Is the family giving you a hard time?
And you give them a look while you're doing it too.
Oh yeah, give them a look and just very slowly walk around the house while you're doing it. Go to each room. Make it a point to go to every room. This is me with my OCD. How am I doing? Well, I just wiped down the container of Lysol wipes with the Lysol wipes, so I'm fine. Everything's fine.
Oh, that's totally you.
Yeah, I clean and organize until I go in a nap coma.
I sent that ancestry site some information on my family tree. They sent me back a pack of seeds and suggested that I just start over.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure I sent that one to my brother. When you push a pull door and someone says you have to pull it, like, yeah, no shit. My next plan was to start lifting it up from the bottom.
Sometimes I'll go out or come in through the outdoors, like at Walmart or something. You know how they will sometimes they'll still open,
Yeah.
even if they're not supposed to. There was one time it didn't quite work, so I took my hands and I actually tried to pull them open, and then realized that there was a sign up there that says this door is closed after a certain time.
Right. Yeah, I do that sometimes, but that's all right.
Whoops.
It's me when I'm cooking.
Yes, it is. Yeah, you use the most utensils possible when you're
I
cooking.
know, because I keep putting them in the sink. They call me 7 knives because that's how many knives it takes me to cook things, because I keep putting them in the fucking sink without thinking about it.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, that is me.
I mean, there will
I'm
be
like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm done with this spoon, or I'm done with this or that, and then the next thing I know, I need it again for like 2-3 other things while I'm prepping, and I'm like, oh, come on now. I don't want to have to do any more dishes.
Yeah. Of course you feel great. These things are loaded with antidepressants. Whoa.
I thought you'd like that one.
I'm either hearing thunder or a motorcycle. Okay, I think it's a motorcycle.
Yeah, it'd have to be a motorcycle.
Yeah.
All right, now this next one,
okay.
remember we said we were going to do this? So, all right, audience, we have something fun for us to do. So, if you'd like to join in, please do. We'd love to see your answers. This is for you. This is for the audience. How did we meet? Instead of the truth, make some shit up.
And while they're doing that, I'm going to take a personal break.
So, yeah, we're going to take a personal break. We would love to see some comments. We'll give it about, how many minutes would you say?
What about 5 minutes?
Sounds good to me. So we'll give each and every one of you, that way it does give you that chance to answer, how did we meet? Instead of the truth, make some shit up. And go.
What am I not showing on my screen? Come on. Oh, an earthquake. Actually, we're going to talk about something here in just a little while that might explain an earthquake, or may explain a lot of earthquakes that may be coming up in the near future.
Ooh.
So, like we said, go ahead and tell the story about how we met. It could be how I met you guys. It could be how I met Amazon Lion. It could be anybody really, but just make something up. How did we meet? How did we meet? Make it up, and we will be right back. Can't actually have dead air for 5 minutes, but I will play a clip while you guys figure it out. I met her on the screen, so I opened the door and let her in. That's funny. That comes from Go-Kart Bob. Let me put that on the screen. And by the way, your answers, whatever they are, I will put up here on the screen. Meanwhile, we do have this smooth daydream music to keep you occupied. So it's not actually dead air. Okay. Let's see. Keeps Dad's answer. It's a two-parter.
I'm pouring my coffee, my to-go coffee.
I'll put his. It's a two-parter.
Woo.
Hebrew shanked a guy in prison for me. Let me put the second part on the screen. We've been friends ever since. That was a good one, Keeps Dad. Well, I might end up in prison sometime soon, so.
Oh no, don't say that.
But
Anybody else can add a comment if they like. How did we meet? Instead of the truth, make some shit up.
and I will keep the most recent comments on the screen until the next person comes up with another comment. There we go. Michael Fontaine says, over chicken recipes.
That's neat. That's cute. I like that.
This would be a good one for What the Dub.
Oh, yeah. I always like doing little games like that, you know, and just to see what people's answers, you know, are and what they come up with.
The little games are what keeps the show going.
Right?
If we have time, which I doubt we will, because we do have a lot of stuff to get over, we might play What the Dub, or even just a round of it. I don't know. I know I did say something to Michael Fontaine last week, but we really seriously have a lot to talk about. So,
Oh, yeah.
I doubt it. I doubt it.
Friends.
I'm ready, he says. We'll see.
So after we do this game, there is a neat little auto wash bowl that I was looking at the other day. It was a picture.
Okay. I think we're going to go ahead and
Yeah, it's been about 5, hasn't it?
yeah, it has.
And thank you everyone that gave an answer.
Thanks
That
everyone
was
for
awesome.
participating on that game and for watching our memes for the week. I thought those were pretty neat, and that was a fun little game. These are little games we'll come up with from time to time.
Right.
Now, you were saying something Amazon line about a wash what?
It's 1924 Chicago Auto Wash Bowl.
Okay.
Has anyone ever heard of an auto wash bowl?
An auto wash
And,
bowl.
yeah, and if you'd like to read about it or you want to post it or whatever, there's actually a paragraph below that picture
Mm-hmm.
that tells you about the auto wash bowl and
Well,
you know,
let's
what they
watch.
did with it.
Let's watch the video first.
Well, it's not a video; it's a picture, and then there's just a little article below it.
I see. I thought there was a video of them going around. Oh, hell.
And I could press on it, and I could probably zoom in and read it.
Okay. Well, let's get to the picture. Let's show them exactly what an auto wash bowl is.
Right, an auto bowl. Auto water bowl.
Let's see.
Came out in 1924. Or this one did, per se.
Where did you send that to?
I sent it to Messenger.
Oh, Messenger.
Yeah, I still got stuff on Messenger that I had sent you.
Okay. Well, let's put that up there. There it is. There's the picture of it.
So this was the design. And as you can see, the cars in there are just going around in a circle. Now, would anybody guess of why these cars are in this, I guess it would be water, and washing off their cars in this manner? Well, this article will tell you why.
And you'll have to read
Yeah,
it.
I'll read it. Come on in, the water's fine. A 5-minute trip through the automobile. It's kind of faded, so it's hard to read. But trip through the automobile wash bowl removes all dust, dirt, and what does that say? Running board. The churning action of the water in the bowl is a natural cleaning action. The whirling motion produce, what is that? Can you see that?
I don't know. I can't see it. No.
Produces a gentle spray, maybe, that loosens the grime and dirt without injury to the, I'm guessing the vehicle. Every car owner enjoys drive through the bowl or something like that. I imagine back then that their English was just a tad different.
And
But
by the looks of
anyway, the
things,
gist of it is back then, they would get a lot of salt. You know how you get a lot of salt on the car,
mhm,
even underneath? And
yes,
this is a good way back then for them to get the salt and stuff and dirt and whatnot off the bottom of their cars.
which we're going to have to do pretty soon.
Oh, yeah.
Get
We
all the salt.
definitely do.
Hmm.
And the
This,
next picture is really, really cool after that article.
hmm this right here, though, this kind of looks like they're putting their cars into a giant toilet.
Yeah, I know. That's what it kind of reminded me of, too.
Yeah.
Like, oh no, the car's going to get flushed. You can imagine, a little tunnel in the middle. But I found this book, and well, I didn't find it, but it's a water damaged copy of Alice in Wonderland, a
Hmm.
good fungi.
Oh, wow.
And isn't that what that is in the cartoon? Is
Yes.
fungi mushroom?
Hmm.
And this was found. It's a
Wow.
damaged copy, water damaged. I thought that was a really neat picture. And then the next picture, if anyone would like to see, remember I was telling everybody how I like to every month decorate a tree.
Right. We were talking about when is the best time to take down your
To take
Christmas
down
tree.
your tree. And I was one that said, well, I like to decorate a tree all the time. I'm like a decor, manic type mania person. I love to decorate. That is my Valentine tree.
A Valentine's Day tree.
Yup. That's my February tree.
February tree. Yeah. Although I got to say, the heart on top is a little lopsided, but I guess that's what it's supposed to be. I don't know. But nonetheless, it looks really good, I think.
Yeah, I don't think it turned out too bad for the few decorations that I actually have.
And actually, I remember when I first, well, not when I first met you, but when we reconnected, um, I walked into your home and you had a Easter decorated.
Yeah, Easter tree. Do that. St. Patrick's. Sometime I do like when April and May, May showers bring, or April showers bring May flowers. Where you can stick little fake flowers and little bitty umbrellas in the tree. You know.
Mm-hmm.
And at the top, have like a miniature umbrella as your tree topper. Just little things like that. Raindrops, coming from the ceiling, rainbows and just different stuff like that. I could do a summer one, 4th of July one. It's just whatever I feel like doing. But you remember I was telling you about that holographic fan?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's next if you just want to share it.
Oh,
You don't have to share it with the audience. I mean, like maybe put it in the comments. And I don't know how you got all the way down to him, but you know who that is.
mm-hmm. Well, let's go ahead and talk about this. This is your Mr. Bill gets into trouble thing of the week. There you go. Oh no! Oh no!
Oh no! And he's ready to be made into a vanilla shake.
I think Mr. Hand tricked him into getting in there.
Yeah, most definitely.
And here is, I think this is interesting, a picture of the moon.
Yeah, I was trying to take a decent one, but you know what? My camera on my phone just doesn't do it justice tonight. I'm a moon person, you know it. Everybody does now. But yeah, it doesn't, there's no words to explain when the moon is like that. So that picture's nothing.
Hey, we have a file fire in the house and bone breaking action where Mr. Bill shakes are real.
Yeah, it must have not have saved some of that stuff
Oh
because
yeah,
it went straight from that
to the Mr. Bill to
to
the
the
moon.
Mr. Bill. And I know that I sent you, all those little videos,
Mm-hmm.
and I sent you the thing about our Earth, the core of it,
Right.
and what they've been doing to gas pump handles.
Well, we'll get to that here in just a minute. I'm sure it's on here somewhere.
Oh yeah.
Hold on. But here recently on our local news, this is a big story, and I'm sure it's probably on the news everywhere.
Yeah, and it's in
Is
your messenger as well.
that the Earth's core supposedly is going to stop spinning or has stopped spinning, is what they're talking about. And when you get into that, I always there's that thing about the fan. Let's go ahead and share that first. I'll go ahead and share that first before I get into this Earth's
All right.
core thing.
Well, I thought that fan was really cool. I actually wish I could afford one. I thought it was kind of neat.
So let me get this on the bigger screen here. This is a holographic fan that shows holographic images. And yeah, it looks pretty cool, if you ask me.
If I could, I'd own one.
So let's hear let's see exactly what this thing does. As soon as I rewind it. And okay. Check it out, people. There's a fish. Goldfish. Dragon. Whoa. That'd be kind of something neat to have at your 4th of July party.
It would. Well, you know what? I'd like to have a small one in my bedroom. That'd be
Yeah.
pretty, where you could just lay in the bed and have all those pictures like happening right above you. That'd be cool.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Well, yeah, you could have like videos of your girlfriend or whatever on there. Now that'd be cool.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Looks like a lot of wires, though.
Yeah, it does. That's why I said if I could afford it.
I wonder if you have to set that up.
New York, weighing 217
What the
pounds.
heck?
His professional record consists of 37 wins.
Oh, Mike
one
Tyson.
defeat.
How does it keep ending up on like
It keeps ending
boxing
up on
or
boxing.
fighting every time?
I
Some
know.
kind or kickboxing or it's always
Where are
something
you
like
getting
violent.
like yeah, it goes from comedy to violence. Like
No,
where
the
are you
next
getting
one
your
was that kitty cat. You
where are
remember
you
the
getting your
kitty? They were trying
yeah.
to call the kitten up on the bed
Uh-huh.
and he was mimicking. It's
Yeah.
always been one of my favorites.
But I'll tell you those fans though. I wonder if there's some kind of screen that you have to set up because it looked like in that last shot that the guy had a giant LED screen or something.
Yeah, you'd have to set up something, I would think, other than the fan, unless the lights are directly on the fan. But you've seen the dragon one, it's like it went around the whole room. So it'd be interesting to find out how they even do that setup. So maybe that's something that we can talk about one night.
Final fire with the boxing glove in the ear. Yeah, I know that when I have a certain kind of light on, like when we have the blue light on, and I look at the fan,
Yeah, they don't know about my blue lights.
but when we have that blue light on, and I look into the fan while it's running, like I could see the fan blades actually running as though they were in slow motion.
Yeah,
When
yeah,
they're
that's what it looks like.
when they're
And
fully
that's
on.
why I want to get some motion stuff, with my blue lights in the room because I think that'd be so cool.
And I actually, when I had my ceiling fan on, and when I blink a certain way, like I could see the fan blades. Like if I squint my eyes a certain way or do something,
Yeah.
I think it has something to do with the way our eyes perceive light and movement. Like we get that message from our eyes to the brain, and there's that tenth of a second frame that, and when there's something flickering or under a certain kind of light, like you could see
Well, it's just funny
movement
because you didn't think you were going to like the blue lights.
start to slow down. Yeah, I
Like, I think I'm going to put these back up. You're like, I don't know. But tell the audience, about how you felt about them after you started really paying attention to them.
I really like those blue lights. They're really cool. Yeah, I used to have a black light that I had, and I had posters and stuff.
Well, these are kind of that way. As you know, I have depression at times. And so I was told by the doctor if I couldn't afford all that stuff, that blue Christmas lights, kind of works the same way. It's like a mood setter, a positive mood setter. It's like got a calming effect to it. So I have the blue Christmas lights wrapped almost all the way around the top of my room,
Hmm.
at the top of the walls. And I'll turn just those on, and it puts me in a more relaxing mood. Like if I were to be having a panic or anxiety attack, or feeling blue. Ha, get it?
Mm-hmm.
And
Blue.
I turn the lights on.
Da-da-dee-da-da-da-da-da.
Right.
Um, so Filefire mentions something about a vibrating massager that you
If
put
I'm
in.
blue, I give myself the blue light treatment. The blue, what would that be? The blue light special? What was Fire saying?
She was saying something about a vibrating massager that you put on your neck. And she said, have you ever had a vibrating massager on your neck and looked at a digital clock?
Yeah, if you look at things that actually things are vibrating. You can see that, and it's funny because if you relax enough, you can get your teeth to, chatter, and they bang up and down against each other.
Well, I'll tell you
I know,
what.
because I've had massage pillows, and I just lay there and I'm going, just because I'm bored. Cheap entertainment,
And John Nada says, yeah, there's a very expensive light that strobes colors in your eyes as you sleep. Therapeutic, supposed to be transcendent. Um, but yeah, the whole vibrating thing. I was going to make a joke about that, but I'll pass on that too. Pass. I'll pass. Okay, bone breaking action. Go to your room. Go to your room. You've been a naughty boy right now. No, but seriously, there's just something about certain things that mess with your perspective. Like sometimes, like if I go outside and there's snow on the ground, and I look at the snow, and you stare at the snow, and then you come back inside and you see all these different kinds of lights, like blue and purple and all that.
Boy, not me. I can't see it all.
Well, that's what I
That
mean.
snow's so bright,
It
I go
is.
back in and everything's dark.
It is, but that's why it has that effect. It has the same effect as someone flashes like when they used to take your picture with the old fashioned cameras that had the flashes on them, and then you'd see purple and blue and all kinds of colors. But that's what I'm talking about. Or when you like, I was changing the light bulb earlier, and I started to feel weird because I was looking up, and it's like when you look up and you look directly into a light, it does mess with your perspective on things.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I think there was one other thing there I wanted to share while I was in there. We showed the thing, and
Yeah, and then after that was the
kitty cat.
kitty cat, and then you got a kid using the dog's foot for his stylus, and a bird yelling in a cup, and a parrot singing "Let the bodies hit the floor."
Well, we'll show this cat, but I want to get into that story about the Earth's core
Oh, okay.
because I think that's kind of ties into this balloon incident, and I wanted to share as well. So let's go ahead and we'll show this thing with the kitty cat because it is cute. Let's face it.
Yeah, it's adorable. He's mimicking.
Mm-hmm. He doesn't understand the concept of what the guy's trying to
coming
get him
up
to do,
there.
and he's just kind of doing what the guy's doing.
You'll have to rewind it or play it again.
Mm-hmm. So here we go. Let me rewind that and give it sound. It's being stubborn. I don't want to. Why is it not? Okay, there. That worked. Okay, here we go. Ah!
Come here. Come here, little guy.
Cute.
Come here. Come here, little guy.
Says, no, you come here.
Yeah, you come here. You come down here.
Right. You come down to my level. I'm always on y'all's level. Come on.
Yeah, he's either not grasping the concept or he's telling him, yeah, you get down here, buddy.
Right.
I ain't gonna make that leap way up there. Oh boy, that's funny.
Yeah, but I like. Could you just please show the pirate one hollering in the cup?
Okay, we can
Or
show
pirate, not pirate.
the pirate. There's a
No,
pirate.
it's a parrot.
Well, parrots are with pirates.
Yeah,
So yeah.
but yeah, I even seen this a few years back, but I still get a kick out of it when I see it. He just really enjoyed playing with a cup, and it's what he was doing with the cup that was the funniest part.
Mm.
He was really entertained by it.
Well, at least it's not two girls, one cup. That we
Oh
definitely
gosh,
we don't want to see that.
no, definitely not.
That'd be a different kind of pirate.
Uh,
Anyway, so yeah, let's watch this. I think Philo Fire got a kick out of that cat. Hey, a Kit Kat. Get it? Anyway,
it flash cat.
yeah. So here we go. Let's scroll down. To the here we go. That's a weird looking parrot.
I think he's cute.
Mm,
Especially you will too once you hear him.
yeah. Bad parenting moments, it says. Okay. How about bad parroting moments? No? Okay. Well, here's the video. Here's the video. It will live forever in empathy on TikTok. I mean, wherever you found it. There we go. Now this one's not giving me such trouble.
Oh yeah, he's.
Looks like my
a
little
little
kid's room.
plastic cup
Mm-hmm.
from and he's just having a ball with it.
Oh.
He's just screaming into it. That's when you ask your kid to play something quiet.
Yeah, that's exactly what they do too. I like the it sounds like
Watch as this guy removes parasites from this hornet's body.
What the heck?
I don't know.
You already see the parasite's head peeking.
Looks like one of your creepy critters.
Yeah, I think I was watching that one.
Well, I'll be damned. Well, there you go, man.
There you go.
That parrot is just like a kid, just like a little kid.
Why are you hollering? I don't know.
It
Because.
sounds cool, man.
Right? Especially when you get up close to the fan.
Oh gosh, didn't we love to do that when we were kids?
Oh yeah.
Talking to the fan. Cheap entertainment, folks. Cheap entertainment. But here we go now. We have something I want to talk about. And I think there's also a video to it, or maybe an article. Is that correct?
What was it?
About the Earth's core?
Yeah, and that one. Let's see. Did I send that one to Messenger as well? Yes, it's in Messenger as well.
Okay, let me see if I can scroll through and find it. Okay, here's the apparently Earth's inner core may have stopped turning and could go into reverse, studies suggest. And I will let you read this here article. There you go. And before we even get started reading the article, I'm thinking of a lot of things that could happen that could go badly if this actually does happen. And one of those
Well,
things,
I mean, there's so many things, and I don't know what to think about it.
well, one of the things I was thinking about was tsunamis, earthquakes,
Oh, yeah, it's gonna
volcanoes,
completely just mess with the planet and everything in it and on it.
just all kinds of chaos. But who knows? Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. But we're going to read this article and find out if they say anything at all other than the Earth's inner core may have stopped. So let's scroll down here. There's a picture of what they drew, the Earth's core. The rotation of the Earth's core may have paused. Scientists in China. In China.
In China.
So here's your article, and this actually comes from WSIL TV. That is a news station in our area, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they know what the hell they're talking about. But I will give them the benefit of the doubt here and let the science. Oh, you guys can't see me do air quotes. Anyway, go ahead, little miss thing.
Alrighty. The rotation of Earth's inner core may have paused, and it could even go into reverse, new research suggests. The Earth is formed of the crust, the mantle in the inner and outer cores. The solid inner core is situated about 3,200 miles below the Earth's crust and is separated from the semi-solid mantle by the liquid outer core, which allows the inner core to rotate at a different speed from the rotation of the Earth itself. With a radius of almost 2,200 miles, Earth's core is about the size of Mars. It consists mostly of iron and nickel and contains about 1/3 of Earth's mass. In research published in the journal Nature Geoscience on Monday, Yi Yang, Associate Research Science at Peking University, and Zidong Song Peking University Chair Professor, studied seismic waves from earthquakes that have passed through the Earth's inner core along similar paths since the 1960s to infer how fast the inner core is spinning. What they found was unexpected, they said. Since 2019, seismic records
2009.
2009, sorry, which previously changed over time, showed little difference. This, they said, suggested that the inner core rotation had paused. We show surprising observations that indicate the inner core has nearly ceased its rotation in the recent decade and may be experiencing a turning back, they wrote in the study.
You know, I ever since I was a little kid, I had always imagined that the Earth's core, there's a pillar that the Earth is actually sitting on, that our top layer and bottom layer is sitting on, and the pillar's actually spinning, and then that's what's causing the Earth to spin. I had this, there's always been stories, about pillars that hold up the Earth and stuff, and wouldn't it be weird if like that's what was actually happening? Like this thing just decided, ah, forget it. I'll just go this way now.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm one that thinks that this isn't the first time it's done this.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's happened several times. It's just trying to match with the universe. The universe is always changing. I mean, it's not like all the other planets are going to change in some way, fashion, or form, and then the Earth's going to be like, no, I don't think I'm going to do anything. It's going to be the same. We're living on a big rock. We're blessed every day that it's still here.
Yeah. Do you want me to read this next part?
Sure, if you would. That way I can take a few minutes to step away from the computer.
Okay. When you look at the decade between 1980 and 1990, you see clear change. But when you see 2010 to 2020, you don't see much change, said Song, or added Song. The spin of the inner core is driven by the magnetic field generated in the outer core and balanced by the gravitational effects of the mantle. Knowing how the inner core rotates could shed light on how these layers interact in other processes deep in the earth. Okay. Well, however, the speed of this rotation and whether it varies is debated, said Hyrov Tanakik.
Harvard Way.
Oh, no.
Harvoye.
There's no vowels in between this dude's name. It's hard to.
Harvoje.
We'll go with that. Hyro J.
Kalkit. Kalkik.
Some of these
Kalkik.
names they throw in there, I'll tell you.
I know.
Yeah.
A geophysicist. There you go. It's as good as I can help.
A geophysicist at the Australian National University who was not involved in the study. Well, if he's not involved in the study, then what's he doing saying stuff?
Right.
The inner core doesn't come to a full stop, he said. The study's finding, he said, means that the inner core is now more in sync with the rest of the planet than a decade ago when it was spinning a bit faster. Nothing cataclysmic is happening, he added. Okay, then why talk about it? Song and Yang argue.
Exactly.
Yeah. Song and Yang argue that based on their calculations, a small imbalance in the electromagnetic and gravitational forces could slow and even reverse the inner core's rotation.
I thought it was already slowed.
Well,
Haven't we heard that before?
Does this mean we're going to go back in time?
Gonna go back in time.
They
Oh, you
believe.
really got into it there.
I know you did. Yeah, your ADHD is kicked in. I do
Oh,
believe.
yeah.
They believe this is a part of a 7-decade cycle, and that the turning point prior to the one they detected in their data around 2009 2010 occurred in the early 1970s. Okay. Uh, I'll let you read on.
Where are we at? Studying the Earth's core?
Studying the Earth's core.
Calcic, Calcic, whatever your name may be, who dedicates an entire chapter of his book to the inner core rotation, suggested the inner core cycle is every 20 to 30 years, rather than the 70 proposed in the latest study. He explained why such variations occur and why it was so difficult to understand what happens in the innermost reaches of the planet. The objects of our studies are buried thousands of kilometers beneath our feet, he said. We are geophysical interference methods to infer the Earth's internal properties, and caution must be exercised until multidisciplinary findings confirm our hypothesis and conceptual frameworks, he explained.
Looks like we're almost through the article. I can imagine like the mole men that live in the Earth's core are kind of mad about all this, or maybe they caused all this. You know, you never know.
Well,
Yeah. But
I imagine that this, big beautiful rock can only put up with so much digging and drilling. And I mean, how many times as a human could we be poked and prodded till we've just had enough?
it's,
Well, I'm sure the planet goes through the same thing.
it's going to speed up and shake us like a bad case of
Is that like
fleas.
a drill that goes into the brain? You're like confusing the earth. You're messing with its, main core, its brain function. It's bound to do something eventually that it normally doesn't do.
You can think of seismologists like medical doctors who study the internal organs of the patient's bodies using imperfect or limited equipment. So, despite progress, our image of the inner earth is still blurry and we are still in the discovery stage. There you go. I think that's where the article
In
ends.
the discovery stage.
Discovery stage. The stage of discovery, if
Hmm.
you will. But with that being said, I would think that even though it's a small percentage, that would be somewhat of a disruption towards nature,
You would think so.
to not just the mother nature, to the earth itself, but to people and the animals, the ecosystem, um, all gravity, all that stuff. The way this stuff works, the electromagnetic stuff, like would mess with your devices or something. You never know.
I don't know. I just know that, even just down to things like the solar flares,
Mm-hmm.
not even the satellites are able to put up with that kind of solar power. And they're up there having to fix them all the time.
Michael Fontaine said the proper way to pronunciate his name, by the way, I think is
If you've got
Har.
the inner core shooting out, I don't even want to imagine what that's going to do to. I mean, because that's where it kind of starts, between that and the atmosphere. what do you call it?
What do you mean?
Oh, like where you got the Earth and then the protection of the Earth, then you got, space. It's the,
Ozone layer?
yeah, I mean, it's going to affect something.
I don't think it would mess with the
I don't
ozone.
know. I'm just thinking everything it could. It's just really kind of, it's
But
one to really think about. Like, how bad would it mess things up?
I think it would mess with time. I think it would mess with the tides of the ocean. I think it would mess with like the plates shifting, perhaps. Stuff like that. In fact, there's a comment here that took place a long time ago, it seems, from Teresa Lynch talking about a 7.8 earthquake that hit Turkey. And I'm not sure if we have, I don't think we have footage of that. But when you think about stuff like this, it kind of makes you wonder about, like you said, all the other stuff that it could directly affect.
Do you think it could directly affect time travelers coming back?
Time travelers?
Yeah, time
What
travelers.
do you mean, time travelers?
Exactly what I said. I mean, time travelers.
Time travelers. You
Yes.
know, in the intro of the show, it does mention time travel.
Hmm.
So today, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about a time traveler. We're going to talk about predictions and how close were they to making these predictions. Some would seem they were right on the nose about it, and others haven't even happened yet. But some things have happened that are going to happen that haven't happened that they did talk about. Make sense?
Yeah, I was just doing some homework, for this week. And, as you know, that causes me to do lots of reading of many different types of things. And I came across some type of a article slash, I guess, video, and it was on the time traveler that says he's from 2671. I mean, they have several time travelers, apparently. There's even a time traveler 3000 that I was kind of reading up on, and I just started looking up, his, well, if you'd like to show who time traveler 2671 is, and I just wrote it down on my notebook. This is the odd thing that he was speaking of earlier, where I just write down, or, weird things, and wrote down about 4 things that he's predicted, or she, whatever the case may be. And he picked it up and he said, "What's this?" And I said, "Oh, nothing, just some of my personal stuff that I write down. It's no biggie." He's like, "No, you should look this up."
Am I
And so
supposed
I did.
okay. There's an article down here, and I guess we'll take turns reading this.
Okay.
Time traveler from 2671 says to watch for these events. Okay, let me scroll down here. And that looks like the start of the article there.
Apparently, the person's name is, what is that? Eno? Eno?
Eno.
Well, Eno says he arrived here in 2021 to prepare himself for the dark times ahead, 2021 to 2025. His goal is to help humanity by warning us about what is to come. According to the Radiant Time Traveler, here are some of the dates that we should be looking out for.
November 12th, 2022, documents from the the Antarctic Treaty will be made public with information on what humans are really capable of.
November 30th, 2022, the James Webb Telescope will find a planet that is a mirrored version of Earth.
Okay. December 8th, 2022, a large meteor will hit Earth, contains new types of materials and an alien species.
December 12th, 2022, a missing flight will land after disappearing 12 years ago. Now, I could have sworn that was a movie, possibly on Netflix, something pretty similar. But anyway,
What do you have in your notes there?
in my notes,
Mm-hmm.
hold please.
Okay. It seems like that is something that actually happened, and I think it
the
was
ones
made into a movie.
the ones that I had wrote down was time traveler from the year 2671. Remember these 5 dates to come. November 30th, 22. James Webb Telescope finds a planet that's a mirrored version of Earth.
Right.
December 8th, 22. Large meteor hits Earth containing new types of metals and alien species.
Right. We read
February 6th, 23. 4 teens discover an ancient ruins and a device, and it opens up a wormhole to other galaxies. March 23, 23. Scientists exploring Mariana Trench find ancient species. And then May 15th, 2023, a 750-foot mega tsunami hits the U.S. West Coast, mainly San Francisco. And then I was talking to you about the Time Traveler 3000, who claims of Elon Musk takeover of Twitter. And they actually had a date for that, and that's about as far as I got writing stuff down. And then that's when I set the notebook down to do something else, and you were like, "Hey, what's this?" I was like, "Oh, that's nothing."
Well, now here's a video. Not quite sure what's on this video, but I'm going to click on it. Hold on 1 second. Let me see if I can make this bigger. Okay. Close. Shoot. I didn't do that right. Okay. That's just what we've talked about.
Right.
So we've already talked about that. Let's scroll down here. And there you go.
You want me to read?
Since you found this, yes, please.
All right. As much as I want to believe that time travel is real, I have to admit that I do think some of these predictions are a little outlandish. Though I guess only time will tell if the Radiant Time Traveler's predictions will come true. What are your thoughts? Let us know in the comments. On a side note, I have reached out for an interview with the man from 2671. Let's see what happens. Did he disappear on us? I think he has disappeared on us.
I'm sorry about that. Okay, well, wait a minute now. Let me scroll down now. Let me scroll down.
Yeah, scroll down to well, I think that was it on that one, and I had used such a small article because if you go to the next one, thrilled scientist used Webb telescope to find, it'll be Mashable.com.
I'm sorry.
It'll be on the chat.
The chat?
Uh-huh.
What do you mean?
You know, the article that you just showed about traveler from 2671.
Mm-hmm.
And they were talking about the Webb telescope.
Okay.
And there's an article there. Thrilled scientists used Webb telescope to find, and we need to click on it to see what they found.
Where's this at?
It's in the Shifty Sunday chat thing,
Oh.
where you just were with the time traveler thing.
Oh, okay.
See where it says thrilled scientists use Webb telescope?
No.
Oh. There's nothing after the...
Oh, there it is. Okay, I found it.
Okay. You remember how apparently Traveler for 2671 was speaking about the Webb telescope would find a planet?
Mm-hmm.
And so what planet did they find?
An Earth-sized planet. Wow. Look at that. Scientists have spotted a strange new world. It's almost exactly the size of Earth. Interesting. It's relatively close, 41 light years away, and for the first time, astronomers used the most powerful space telescope ever built, the James Webb Telescope, to find this exoplanet, which is a planet beyond our solar system. It's called LHS 475b. See, that just seems kind of like, can't they come up with better names than that? I mean, they named all.
You would think. You know, at least give them better names.
They named all of these other planets, all these really cool names like Mars and Saturn and Pluto and Earth. Did they just run out of names once they got to the 9th planet, or what?
Right. And what was the date on that article anyway? Was that after his prediction?
That's what I want to find out. Let's go to the top of the article here and see if they have a date. January 15th.
That's this year.
Okay. But what was the date that they gave on the time traveler?
Let's see. The date they gave
was
November 30th, 2022. So, you know, like I was telling you, maybe it's just taken a few months for everything to get out.
Right.
You know, and then you'll see the article about it. So if he said it was going to happen, if he said that in November 30th, 2022, then maybe the article didn't come out until January.
So there's that. So that one came true. That one came true.
And then, with the meteors, now I did put an article up there about December meteor shower.
Mm-hmm.
And with meteor showers, that's a hard one to predict because we have so many of them. And we have so many, that hit Earth. But according to the one that's going to be found, it's going to contain new types of metals and alien species.
Well, let's see. Oh, what the hell?
So I don't know.
Well, it's not letting me.
Won't let you go on it?
No.
Hmm.
That's weird.
You want me to try and go on it?
Well, yeah, just read it.
Yeah?
Because I can't, it's not letting me, it's saying, there's been a problem.
Oh, yeah, it's saying the same thing for me. Interesting. What do you know?
But there were meteor showers.
But that's just a couple that I had put on there because we obviously haven't hit the other dates yet.
Right.
Because, we just hit the February 6th one for 2023, where 4 teens discover ancient ruins and a device, and it opens a wormhole to other galaxies. So I would say maybe somewhere around April, we'll be hearing something.
Maybe.
Closely related, possibly.
Could be.
And then the others aren't for March 23rd and May 15th, so we'll see. But the James Webb Telescope thing, that was pretty interesting.
Yes. They got that prediction right on the nose, it seems.
And that does mean that they are testing all the meteors that fall here.
Mm-hmm.
Like we always thought. So,
Don't ruin the runes, man. Don't ruin the runes. So,
you also next about the 9-year-old boy.
Well, hold on now. I've got something.
All right.
I've got something.
Oh.
So, all over the news, as people have been seeing this this balloon, which I was watching A Crack in the Darkness, and they were talking about the balloon, and they were talking about like it was a weather balloon. However, what I've got up here is being suspected is a Chinese spy balloon. It says Canada tracked suspected Chinese spy balloon over Canadian airspace since last weekend, sources say. So I got a picture here of that Chinese tracking balloon or spy balloon, whatever you want to call it. That wouldn't surprise me. We spy on ourselves. I mean, we spy on our own people. So, other countries. What other way would you spy on another country that has missile defense system capabilities and tracking capabilities, and we know what's in our skies at all times? Who would ever suspect that a balloon would be used as a spying device? Well, I would, because of course it would. But anyway, here is the article on that particular event, which happened. But here, wait, guess I better get the sharing thing up. Yeah. Okay, there we go. And here, as I presume, is a picture of this balloon. Oh, holy cow, is that video?
That's what it looks like.
And I want to bring in retired Major General David Fraser, CTV's military analyst and former commander of NATO forces in southern Afghanistan. Major General, thanks as always for coming here on CTV News Channel.
I don't want to get in trouble.
And you're going to be with you.
Let's pick up from, I guess, our conversation yesterday where we left off about this balloon sighting. Let's talk about what we just heard from CNN's Rafael Romo about this potential second balloon seems to be hovering, flying over parts of Latin America. He mentions Costa Rica and Colombia.
I don't think I want to show much more of this.
Well, the question is, what is the intent behind these balloons now? And, what is China trying to, achieve by doing all this? It's just created a political party.
Yeah, anything that you need to share, you could anyway,
in Central America and South America. So,
comments.
I think after the Americans do the exploitation of what they found on the balloon they shot down, I think there will be an awful lot more said behind closed doors.
Took the balloon down?
They started talking to China. But, it's really odd what's
Looks
going
like
on
they
there.
popped the
And
balloon.
China's saying that, the U.S. shooting this balloon down, it's been an overreaction to this. Now potentially could be facing repercussions. From your perspective, your experience on the military side.
Let's go ahead and stop that. So what we'll do is there is an article. I just wanted to show the video because I thought it would explain more. But
Right.
it's just,
That's interesting.
Michael Fontaine, I know what you're doing there, popping the balloon, but why did you put that on the end? That looks really dirty now. That looks really dirty.
Well, the white could be cauliflower.
Yeah, but let's face it, we know what that looks like. Oh yeah, distractions. You're right, File of Fire. Oh boy, now they're making Wong jokes.
Yeah, I see that.
Guys, that is just Wong. Why would you do that?
Oh Lord, two Wongs don't make a right.
So here is oh no, that's not the article at all. Where did my article go?
I have no clue.
Oh boy. As they say on Quantum Leap, oh boy.
Oh boy.
Now I gotta go back and find the article again.
I reckon you better. Mm-hmm.
So we'll skip over the video because it's not saying anything that isn't already in the article. And here it is. Take it away, Amazon Lion. If you can read.
The suspected Chinese surveillance balloon that was found floating over sensitive military sites in the western United States has been tracked by Canada's government since last weekend as it passed through Canadians' airspace, sources tell CTV News. Canadian officials have not publicly stated whether the mass high-altitude balloon entered Canadian airspace, but sources told CTV News it had passed over the Canadian Arctic, Alberta, and Saskatchewan.
Szechuan.
How do you say it?
Szechuan.
Szechuan?
Mm-hmm.
Before it was spotted over Montana on Thursday as it flew over a nuclear launch site. Sources told CTV News it was tracked the entire time it was in Canadian airspace. After being flagged by NORAD, the joint U.S.-Canadian agency responsible for air defense in both nations, U.S. fighter jets investigated the balloon and determined it wasn't fitted with any weapons but was equipped with high-resolution cameras. Wow. Capital Dispatch sign up for in-depth political coverage of Parliament Hill.
I don't think you're supposed to read that part.
Oh.
But
Even though Canadian officials had known about the balloon since the weekend, the Department of National Defense only confirmed it had been tracking the balloon late Thursday night, after the U.S. had announced the spotting of the balloon. When asked about why the public was never informed about the balloon until after it had entered U.S. airspace, Public Safety Minister Marco Mendicino cited the sensitivity of the timing of the information. We have to strike that balance and make sure that we are not in any way compromising our operations and the techniques that we use to protect Canadians. But we're upfront about what we need to do and when we can share that information, he told CTV News Channel's Power Play on Friday.
Here's the thing.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
I didn't even know Canada had an air force. Like, I was not aware that they were like had all of these like weapons and stuff. Man, when did we weaponize Canada? I mean, come on. Well, why? I thought they were the friendly guys, you know. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry boot that. You know. I mean, come on. They're polite. They're before they shoot you down, they're going to apologize, you know. But anyway, I digress. I'll let you continue this.
All righty. Where was I? Was I on We Do?
Yep.
And we work closely with our allies on that front as well. And will continue to do so, that we can protect our perimeter, our, how do you say that?
Sovereignty.
Sovereignty and
Sovereignty.
our national security. A statement from the Defense Department also mentioned it was monitoring a potential second incident, but did not elaborate further. Sources told CTV News that a smaller object may have been released from the balloon that might pose a risk to planes. A flight advisory was issued to
It
pilots.
was a little G.I. Joe guy that they tied to the balloon.
A flight advisory was issued to pilots in Alberta and Saskatchewan in response. Sources also told CTV News U.S. intelligence knows of a total of at least 4 of these balloons from China sent to other countries, beyond the one currently over the U.S. That includes the one the Pentagon confirmed late Friday night floating over Latin America. This incident comes at a time of heightened tensions between China and the West. In a statement, the Chinese Foreign Ministry said the balloon did come from China and apologized for its entry into U.S. airspace, but insisted the balloon was used for civilian research purposes rather than espionage. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken was set to visit Beijing on Friday for high-stakes talks, where the visit was abruptly canceled. Global Affairs Canada also announced it had summoned China's ambassador, Kong Pao Pew.
Yeah.
China's ambassador to Canada was summoned by officials at Global Affairs Canada. GAC spokeswoman Charlotte McLeod said in a statement on Friday, "We will continue to vigorously express our position to Chinese officials through multiple channels." With files from CTV National News, Parliament Hill correspondent Kevin
Gallagher.
I couldn't see because there are arrows in the way, or mine is. Oh, mine is. Through multiple channels. Oh, no.
I will
Would
finish
you like
up.
to finish?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Amazon Line has to step away for just a minute and she will be right back. But let's go ahead and finish this here article. I think we're finished. She said Gallagher. That's where she left off at. Kevin Gallagher, the Associated Press and the Canadian Press. I think that's it, man. That ends it. But this spy balloon dude, I'm telling you right now, China's getting deep. They're getting involved. Like they already are super in with Biden. You know this to be true. Like everybody knows that. Biden's paying them to do blah blah blah. And apparently, they must have made some kind of deal. Biden did with China. China. Spy on Canada. Oh no. Your browser has lost connection with your camera. Make sure you have the right camera selected. You idiots. I didn't even push a button. Jerks. Anyway. So this whole balloon thing, it makes you wonder too, like when they talk about weather balloons. See, I think Armor Up and Saji had mentioned this was a weather balloon. That's what I thought it was. I'm going to get off course here for just a second. When they talk about weather balloons, what exactly do weather balloons do? Do they track the weather, or are they just up there to make weather? Because I always thought, the weather balloons did something to the clouds, right? Like they cloud seeded, but I think they're up there to keep track of weather. But if they are to keep track of weather, then what are satellites for? This doesn't make sense. So what exactly is a weather balloon? Because I heard for years about the UFO sightings that the FBI or Men in Black or whatever would always say, oh, it's just a weather balloon. But I never really realized what the heck a weather balloon's purpose was.
Yeah, I thought it was more for the weather, and now they are making weather. They're putting, stuff.
Okay. Michael Fontaine.
To make clouds and make it rain and keeping the planet cooler. And
Michael Fontaine just told me what weather balloons' actual purposes are. They calculate wind speed and clouds. All right. Thanks, Michael. So if that's true, then would not the radar do that too, though? Why would they need an actual weather balloon? I know so they probably had them years ago, right? And that's what their original purpose was for. And now we have this technology where we could actually track wind speed and tornadoes and hurricanes and all that stuff. And my question is, are they still using them for that purpose? Because I gotta say, man, when you're sitting here and all of a sudden one day it's like negative 20 and you got ice and snow and sleet and all kinds of crap all over the ground, and the next day it's like 50 degrees, there's something going on right there. I'm telling you, man. And raining too. Rain. You ever notice?
It's raining men. Hallelujah.
But seriously though, have you ever noticed how you could be driving down the road and it rained in one spot, and just like 5 or 10 miles down the road you get and it's not even raining anywhere? You ever notice that sometimes? Or how about this? How about if it's raining and the sun is out? Like, how does that work? I've seen that before.
Yeah, I like when the sun's shining and it's raining at the same time. And then you get the rainbows. I got a shot of a double rainbow last year. That was pretty cool.
I saw one time one single one single rain cloud over my grandparents' house, just like one cloud. We were driving back from St. Louis, and we come back. We gotten fireworks and whatnot, and we came back and we saw this one single cloud. It was a rain cloud over my grandparents' house, and I thought that was the strangest thing I ever seen. And also, clouds will follow you sometimes. Like, you ever notice that? You'll be driving down the road and a cloud will just seamlessly just go right over top of your car, and you think, how the heck is that rain cloud following my gosh dang car going at that speed of rate into the next town over? See, that's why I think
Yeah,
we are
I
being
do
cloud
like.
seeded, and there are cameras in those cloud seeds that they stick in the clouds. They're actually balloons that float behind a cloud, and then all of a sudden it's like there's a cloud and it's got a camera in it, but it's actually a balloon behind a cloud. And I think at the same time that very balloon is seeding that cloud. So I don't know. I'm
Well,
off.
I sent you a picture on Messenger, the very last thing of the double rainbow that I captured on my phone.
Oh, cool. All right, let's check out this here rainbow. Rainbow,
And I've kept the
rainbow.
picture ever since because I thought it was cool.
Messenger. Oh, on Messenger.
Yeah, and the very last picture.
Very last picture. Yeah. Okay, no, I'm kidding with you. All right, let's see here. That is a pretty kick-ass picture, man.
I think so. So I
Yeah,
kept it.
let's do it.
I walked out my door and seen that.
You know, it's funny. When I was a little kid, I thought that if you went to the end of a rainbow, you'd find a pot of gold. But as it turns out, you really cannot travel far enough to find the end of a rainbow because,
No, you can't. And if you go chasing it, it disappears.
yeah, isn't that wild?
Yeah.
But Michael Fontaine here, I can't wait for Twisters or Twister 2. You know what, though? It won't be the same without Philip Seymour Hoffman. You know, Philip Seymour Hoffman made that movie. He was the comic relief practically with that goofy hat and stuff that he did. But what was I going to say to you? Oh yeah, Michael Fontaine. If they named it Twisters, that'd be like the same thing they did with Alien. The first Alien movie was named Alien, and then when they came out with the second one, it was called Aliens. And I think that's because there was more than one alien in that movie. So, of course, they called it Aliens instead of Alien 2. However, when Alien 3 came out, they called it Aliens 3. So, how do you even go from Alien to Aliens to Aliens 3? That don't make sense, man. Just saying. Dusty, yeah, that's the character. But
Ooh, did you get to tell them about the things they've been finding in gas pump handles in our area?
I'll let you I'll let you tell that story. Just tell it. Heck.
Well, on our news station in our area, there are people going around putting razor blades in numerous gas pump handles.
Yeah, could you imagine that?
And you go to pump your gas and you get sliced up by a razor?
Why are people why are people why are people doing this, man? It's like
I don't know. It's crazy.
kind of like what Alfred says and dark in the Dark Knight. Some people, they don't have a plan. They don't have an explanation. They just want to watch the world burn. And that's what these kids are doing nowadays. They're just sticking fucking razor blades.
Yes, really upset right now. I mean, so many people are exploding, towards that direction. I'm just like, oh, it breaks my heart.
Yeah, it's crazy. We have enough to worry about with dirty bullshit that's on the handle, and then you're going to cut yourself with a rusty razor. I'm assuming they're rusty. And then you get tetanus.
Right, because God knows them things never get washed.
Mm-hmm. But man, no, I don't know who to blame. Michael Fontaine. Honestly, it could be her. It could be Gristleneck. It could be anybody. I blame Gristleneck. That Skeletor looking structure in her jaws, like. You put your feet up on my desk. Look at my ice cream in my freezer. You can afford all these little cute little ice creams. I put them down here at the bottom because my freezer's at the bottom. Oh, yeah, Nancy Pelosi. That's who I was. I couldn't think of her name there for a second. Nancy Pelosi, man. That chick just blows my mind.
Yeah, I wanted to make a video about coffee since I'm a coffeeholic.
You should.
But then I ended up finding one.
Amazon line was always hard. She drank her coffee in the yard.
It's called Addicted to Coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I sent it to you. If you want to play it, you can. If not.
Oh, you have a video?
Yeah, I sent it to your messenger.
Nah, I did.
It's after the bird that sings "Let the Bodies Hit the Floor."
Well, yeah, and we'll get to them videos too, don't you know?
So yeah, unfortunately, I can't make a coffee song because somebody did. But it's kind of like us coffeeholics' lives. Some of us.
Where's it at in Messenger? At the top?
It would be. Let's see. You go above the Earth core one.
Oh, see it.
You see it? Okay.
All right. Here's the coffee video, man.
Called Addicted to Coffee.
Pause it. Rewind it. Amazon performance was always hard. She drank her coffee out in the yard. Always making videos of coffee. I don't know. I'll think of
I'm sipping that cold coffee too, fella fire.
Oh no. Not cold coffee.
Oh yeah, cold coffee, and it's almost gone. Then I'll have to go get another one.
Well, here is the TikTok coffee video of the week. Okay. Dang it. Okay, here we go. Well, this thing's 3 minutes long.
I'm just an addict looking for some Java. As soon as I open my eyes, I wanna drink it from the trough.
I gotta caffeinate my soul. I hate everyone that's leaving. Love life is the life I chose. I'm sipping on an IV of espresso. I'm cranking.
This is so great.
Grinding my coffee. My blood type is caffeine. Just pour it.
Shut up. Just pour me some coffee.
I love my coffee. My coffee is coffee.
Shut up, just pour it. Sometimes my order's fancy. Soy latte, agave drizzle. Cross out extra foam with a whip. Extra happy shots of peppermint.
Do you remember that dance?
Yeah.
Sometimes he calls me frat queen. When he
Frat
calls my
queen.
brain, I want to give him an engagement ring.
Let's roll it, grind it, my coffee, my blood type is caffeine. Shut up, just pour it. It makes me go poopy.
Yeah.
My coffee needs coffee.
Now you know that's me. My coffee needs coffee.
I'm under a magic spell from that scrumptious coffee smell. Just pour over top by your French press, dripping hot with steam, grinding on those coffee beans. I'm cranking, let's roll it, grind it, my coffee, my blood type is caffeine. Shut up, just pour it, it makes me go poopy, poopy. I love my coffee needs coffee.
My coffee does get coffee. It even clogs the coffee pod machine.
Do what now?
I said my coffee does have coffee in it. It's always clogging the coffee pod machine.
Well, there you go, folks. A
To where
song.
it only drips because the coffee grounds get into the tube.
Well, there you have it. A song about coffee. I tell you who would like that one.
Who's that?
Armor. Armor Up would appreciate that.
Oh, yeah.
But, folks, we do have a couple more videos. And don't forget, Amazon Lions Creepy Critter of the Week.
Creepy critters. Ooh.
Creepy Critter. So here is, excuse me, let's see here. Kid uses dog paw to use his tablet.
Yeah. Oh, I thought it was cute. And the dog, he just don't give no cares at all. He's just gotta just lay there chilling.
All right, let's get that up. Whoop, there it is. And bingo, bongo. Oh, wait, bongo. And bloopo. Whoop. Bloopo.
See how the dog don't even care.
Yeah, he's just,
Kind of.
his eyes kind of saying
His
something there.
face.
Like, oh, gee. One more time. Oh.
We gotta watch his face again.
Oh, that was good. There it is again. I just like his face, the dog's reaction. What in the hell is going on? I'm just trying to nap.
He's dealing with it, he or she. The
Yeah.
dog's dealing with it.
But inside he's like thinking,
There it is again. Oh Lord.
It goes right back to the boxing.
Oh my gosh. The funniest part is can't figure out why.
Yeah. But that dog, he just wanted to be like, kid, will you please knock it off? Go get a real stylist. I'll give you a stylist here. And we have another video.
Yeah, the parrot.
Where he showed that one.
Oh, singing "Let the Bodies Hit the Floor."
Oh no, I didn't show. You're right. Okay, there was two
It's
parrots
right up above the coffee song.
Okay. Right above the coffee song, you say?
Yeah, in your messenger.
Oh, I'll be darned. No, wait a sec.
Yeah, it should be in your messenger. Up above the coffee song.
Yeah, I'm looking. Oh, here we go. Okay. All right, let's let the bodies hit the floor. The bird is for the birds, I guess. So
I don't know. You might scare some of the birds away.
let's see here. Hold on. Gotta rewind it. Can you see
trying
what I'm seeing? Am I sharing my screen?
Yeah, you sure are.
Okay. I'll be damned.
Inside this house is all the food.
Can you imagine trying to?
Oh no! What happened?
What do you got now?
300,000 calories a day.
Yeah, that's pretty much everything I sent to your messenger.
Hold on. Okay, so here's the thing. Somebody, whoever owns this bird, must really like to play that song a lot.
Exactly, and it's the bird just picked it up. Can you imagine though trying to sleep at night?
Oh gosh. Well,
and
that's
the
why
parrot just starts singing that song and all that hard rock while you're trying to sleep. I mean, it depends on if you're a radio person, I guess. Me, I like quiet while I'm sleeping, just
Right.
because I'm used to being, a single mom.
Well, don't
So
you put
I'm used to having to have that quietness
Mhm.
to keep, like one eye open and my ears open.
I would think
Especially because when my kids were young, I had a sleepwalker.
Mhm. Well, I would think he would put a sheet over it at night.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean they're not going to want to, party on, midnight.
Clothing figured out a way to keep my mind entertained. This is all the food you're getting for the next 100 days. So if you
Oh my
eat all this in
gosh.
the first, let's say, 50 days,
Oh,
you're done.
What the heck?
Outing, so it's a perfect day to get outside and try
You
to
won't even get out of it. Oh, there it goes. Whew.
Okay.
And then the rest I sent you is just over in the Shifty Sunday chat area.
Shifty Sunday.
We got the 9-year-old boy. We can do that another time if you would like. And go straight. Or we can share it.
We're doing it now. Why is there an advertisement on here? Get off of my screen, you bully. Advertisement. Where's the X circle? I can't even scroll down. This has got some shit on it.
Oh no.
It won't let me scroll down or nothing. Shit.
Well, if I only knew how to share it.
Advertisement. Why? It shouldn't do this in Messenger.
No, that's weird.
Hold on.
Are you having trouble getting out of Messenger?
I'm having trouble with this thing. I can't. Am I sharing? Okay.
Yeah, I hear you. And I just see you're in a picture.
Okay. Yeah, I don't understand what is going on with that. It's that article. It's just not letting me share it.
Well, that's okay if you can't share that. You can go to the creepy critters.
Hold on 1 second. Yeah, it's not even giving me the option to scroll down or nothing. So this is a Shifty website. I'm getting out of here.
All right.
Okay, where's the creepy critters? Oh, okay.
And the Shifty Sunday.
I see him. But before we do that, we got one bit of business to take care of.
One bit of business.
Ladies and gentlemen, with no further ado, here is Amazon Lion's Creepy Critters of the Week. Take it away, Amazon.
Interesting. Because this creature feature is the panda ant. Or is it? Is it an ant? There are some really cute insects out there. And one genus of especially cute insects is the genus. Oh, it's so small. Is that an F? Fuspinolia? Anyway, called panda ants. Panda ants are actually not ants at all.
What?
But instead are wasps.
Wasp?
Of the family Matilidae, commonly called the velvet ants. The panda ant was first described to science in 1938 and is found in dry coastal regions of Chile. Like many wasp species, and unlike true ants, panda ants do not live in colonies and also do not have queens and drones and workers. Panda ants get their name from the dramatic black and white coloration of the females. However, don't get too comfortable around a panda ant because they get their other common name name of cow killer ants. From the incredibly painful sting they can deliver from their unusually long and maneuverable stinger. Only
Only females can sting.
Since the stinger in these wasps is a modification of the avibositor.
Avibositor.
These wasps have a lot of really cool and interesting adaptations. One is their extreme sexual dimorphism. Females have the stingers mentioned above, but they have no wings. The males are larger, and while they lack stingers, they have wings. The differences between the sexes are so dramatic that it is often very difficult to determine what the two sexes of a given species are. Hello?
Oh,
Hello.
I had to go kill an ant. Sorry. Okay.
You had to kill an ant.
I had to kill an ant, man.
Unless the two are actually seen, or wait a minute, it is often very difficult to determine what the two sexes of a given species are unless the two are actually seen mating. The males are in many species are so much larger than the females that they actually pick the females up and carry them in flight during mating. After mating, the male sets the female down, and she then crawls into the underground burrow of other bee or wasp species. The larvae of these other ground nesting bees and wasps will become the host for the growing panda ant larva. What happens is the female panda ant will lay a single egg beside each host larva or pupae she finds. These eggs hatch, and the panda ant larva eats its way into the host larva. The panda ant grows inside of the host larva, feeding off its tissue, eventually killing it. Once the larva panda ant matures into an adult, it only feeds on nectar. Another cool adaptation is the incredibly strong exoskeletons of these wasps, so strong that entomologists often have difficulty getting a steel pin through collected specimens. This hard and strong exoskeleton helps reduce water loss, which is useless because these wasps live in dry and sandy regions of Chile where water retention is a major concern. Their hard exoskeletons also allow them to invade the underground nests of their host species. Very little is known about the status and population levels of these wasps. Due to their limited geographical range and the restricted nature of western side of the Andes Mountains, or Andes Mountains, is that what that is?
Yeah.
Okay, they will probably be strongly affected by climate change as the dry conditions that exist within the temperature ranges these insects seem to favor are pushed uphill. Look at that thing. It looks cute, but it is not.
Right.
I don't think they're social creatures.
Oh.
But I guess we'll find out on the video.
On the video. We have a video?
Maybe it's got that info on there. Not sure.
You never know.
It's just that one after the article just says YouTube. It didn't pop up a picture or anything, so. Do you see it before the microscopic thing? Hello, hello, hello. I think he may have disappeared on me.
I'm sorry, I wasn't living in society at the moment.
That was obvious.
Here is
goodness.
a killer video on killer ants. The kill cows. And this comes from Animal Fact Files.
Known as cow killer ants, which we'll discuss later in this episode. But first and foremost, we want to set something straight. Red velvet ants aren't ants, they're wasps. Something to consider is that these wasps are solitary in ant swarm colonies. It's atypical to see more than a handful of red velvet ants, which are wasps, hanging out together. Even if a male and female were sighted together, they may not even be recognized as the same species. Female red velvet ants are wingless and typically have bright red markings, though these can also appear orange and yellow as well. Male red velvet ants, on the other hand, have wings. Also, they don't sting, but we'll get back to that too. When male and female red velvet ants get together, their interaction is usually brief. After mating, a female will seek out the perfect place to lay her eggs, which is namely within the cocoons of other arthropod larvae. Oh, did we not mention these wasps are parasitoids? Yeah, the mama red velvet ant will find the egg chambers of other arthropods, including other wasps, burrow into them, eat through the casing containing the growing host inside, lay her egg, then seal up the hole so her baby stays safe, and move on to the next unlucky victims to lay her remaining eggs. The red velvet ant eggs will hatch after just a few days, and the larvae will spend the next week or so consuming their host entirely. They get kind of sleepy after all that eating, so they'll pupate within the same chamber the host's mother had constructed for her now deceased young, and the adult red velvet ant will emerge after a little less than a month. Ah yes, the world of parasitism is both fascinating and utterly skin-crawling. As adults, red velvet ants eat cockroaches, beetles, flies, bees, and other wasps. The females use their stinger to...
Got a question.
Yeah?
So, if you're walking along on a sidewalk and you see these little things walking down there...
You better avoid them at all costs.
Okay. That was my question.
Okay.
Now back to the show.
To win a meal.
If you see something cute and fuzzy that looks like a panda, it's not.
Supposedly the sting of a red velvet ant is painful enough that it could kill a cow, though these wasps aren't really in the market for beef. Some people who have been stung by red velvet ants do report that the red velvet ant's sting is worse than that of any other stinging insect's sting they've encountered. As for us, we prefer to look and not touch. All that being said, however, it's important to remember that males of these species aren't even able to sting, though they do pretend to, and this often leads them to escaping from predators unscathed. It's been noted that these ants are usually avoided by all would-be predators, and this is likely due to their painful reputation. It also might be that they make squeaking sounds when they're caught as well. I mean, that's enough to freak anyone out, right? Well, if it's not, they can also release noxious chemicals, so they're definitely giving off a please just leave me alone vibe. If you are worried about running into one, you can relax if you live anywhere besides North America.
Okay.
Red velvet ants likely don't live past a year, and most are active during the late spring to early fall. At full size, they can be about 3/4 of an inch long, making them some of the largest of the more than 3,000 velvet ant species. Oh yeah, there are more. There are a lot more. For more facts on red velvet ants, check out the links.
Heck yeah. Okay.
Oof. Good enough for me.
But here's my question. They say they're only in the United States of America. I mean, they're not in the United States of America, that they're only in Mexico. what if a Mexican comes across the border and he has a red velvet
Red
ant
velvet ant
too,
with
and
him.
see,
Yeah.
hold on now. Hold on, get somewhere with this. He has a red velvet ant on his shoe, and then that red velvet ant makes out with like a regular, American ant, and then all of a sudden it has all these babies, and now all of a sudden the entire country is covered in red velvet ants, all because
Oh man.
all because we weren't able to protect our borders. Think about that.
Ooh. Some kind of thick, heavy netting over the bed. Anyone? No, they don't get in. They might shoot through the net. Who knows?
Oh yeah. Well,
Especially if they can burrow through dirt. Don't know when they can't shoot through a net.
I don't know about that,
I don't know.
but it has been
And then we do have.
it's been one heck of a shifty Sunday. I can tell you that much.
Oh yeah. And then of course we have the microscopic stuff.
We're going to show the microscopic stuff.
If you'd like to. Up to you.
A little bit, but I'm all in calling it quits here.
Alrighty.
All right, let's see, ladies and gentlemen, the microscopic stuff.
Mm.
I'm putting that on mute, Mr. Scoot. Oh my God, get out of here. Okay, hang on. Here it goes.
Ooh.
Don't burst my eardrums. Hold on. Share your screen, bro. Yeah, here it is. Amazon Lion's microscopic stuff, man. I spilled soda down my chest and it got on my pants.
Yeah, that's a watch. And this is, wow, that's crazy.
Wait, what did you say?
I was looking at that. That's the creation. Did they say that's the the creation of a zebra looks like?
Wow, that's crazy.
Did
you know I spilled soda all down my chest and it got on my pants?
Oh no. So now you look like you peed yourself?
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
A little bit. Well, here's this microscopic stuff, man.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay, I see.
This music is airy, man. You know, when you listen to the music, it makes it scarier than it actually is.
Well, I was just looking at how cool that is. That's a laser light through a bubble.
Mm-hmm. I'd like to throw my laser light through a bubble and see what happens. Okay, man. Here we go. God, it's scary. Stupid creature. What? Throw hose not big enough? Ooh. Oh no. Why? Wow, those are cartoons. Whoa, those things are gross.
Wow. That's bizarre. Wow.
What it looks like. It looks like it'd make a good beginning.
That's what it looks like evaporating away.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
You know what it looks like, though?
What's that?
It looks like it'd make a good opening for a James Bond movie. Guts!
Ew.
Ew.
Oh my gosh. It's a mantis. It's shrimp. Japanese and mystical. Again, he used it the original one.
Man.
Oh wow.
Whoa. Oh, that'd be cool. Like watching an action movie.
Cancer cells in a tissue.
It is. Well, thanks for
Cool.
that, Amazon Lion. That was
Oh no, I killed Go-Kart Bob's battery.
dude. Does he mean the battery on his phone or the battery on his go-kart?
Oh no.
Cause
Is Bob dead?
yeah. Oh no, come on, Fire, quit. These guys are gonna get forever, you know that.
They've been giving it to you all night. That's fun.
Not in a good way.
You know, I've noticed that too. It's every week somebody's died. Then you don't hear from them for just a minute, and you're like, I hope they're okay. I hope they didn't die. That's like the first thing you want to go to.
That's what
like,
I do.
Don't think the worst. Jeez.
That's the way I've just always been, you know. Always think
They're
the
just
worst.
out there living their lives. My goodness.
Hey, we got an excellent audience out there.
We do. So grateful.
We've got, Fire, Go-Kart Bob. Go-Kart Bob. Oh, wow. We got Michael Fontaine.
Michael Fontaine?
We had Eddie Von Keen, the real one, with a wrench. Bone-breaking action where microscopic things are real. We had, let's see, who else was in the chat tonight? Oh, heck with it. We had a lot of really good people out there. Oh, we had John Nada. We had, who's the guy that goes to church? Where is he? Was it Nathan? No.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, there's John Nada and where the heck is the other guy? I don't see the other guy talking. You sure it wasn't Nathan? Oh, I see it. Mark Basket was here earlier, way earlier. And Keith's dad looking all rad, dressed in plaid. Teresa Lynch was here as well. And I'm scrolling on up to see if I missed anybody. I don't think that I did. And everyone is watching in the green room, eating all the M&Ms. We'd like to thank you guys as well. And
Thank you all. Much appreciated. Can't do it without you.
And another Shifty Sunday is in the books. Amazon Lion, I take it to you now with your final thoughts.
Well, I love you all, and I hope you enjoyed the show tonight. And I will pray for you all this week, just like I always do. And I hope to see you all next Sunday. Or are we doing a Super Bowl win, or we're gonna do it with the dub, or what are we doing?
There is no
maybe
Shifty Sunday this Sunday because next Sunday because it's Super Bowl.
Alrighty, you heard it there, folks. But I love you, and I hope you all have a wonderful week. And Hebrew 77, it's been awesome, and I'll see y'all in a few weeks. Bye. Much love.
Thanks for coming by, everybody, and watching another exciting episode of Shifty Sunday. For Amazon Lion, this is Hebrew 77 saying, so long, everybody, and don't forget to tip your waitresses. But if you do, have some pillows underneath them. Good night.
However,
I forgot to say, however,